welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys what I got at Sephora. I did post a picture of me drinking my tea. Funny story really quick, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram. Starbucks, I went to Starbucks to get my passion tea lemonade. I love that tea. What's your favorite Starbucks drink? I want to know. Comment down below so I can definitely venture out and try something new. But I went to order something in person, and you know, our stupid masks. I kept telling him what I wanted to order. I put my mask down because he couldn't hear me, so I was like, you know, telling him what I want, and then he's like, ma'am, you need to keep it on at all times, and I'm like, pues no me puedes escuchar. I'm like, so that's why I pulled it down. And either way, they have like that plastic thing covering them and protecting them. So either way, El Sordo didn't end up getting my name right. He ended up calling me Tammy instead of Sandy. So I thought that was really hilarious. And in that picture, I had a Sephora bag, and you guys all wanted to know what I did buy. So that is what today's video is going to be all about, showing you guys the goodies that I did buy. I think I spent about $100. You guys already know Sephora is super expensive. There is a lot of high-end makeup there. If you guys do want something more affordable, you can definitely go into Ulta, and they do have drugstore products there. Unfortunately, I don't think they have drugstore products at Sephora. They do have some items that are more affordable, but for the most part, there is a lot of high-end brands there, and I just love Sephora, you guys, so much. You're just walking in there, you definitely want everything. I don't know if that's just me, how I feel, but I walk in there like wanting to buy stuff, and then when I have a lot of items in my hand, I start to do the math, and I'm like, okay, maybe we'll put this back, maybe we'll just put these two, I'll get these later. So I did spend, my limit was $100, and so I think I went a little bit over the $100, but that's okay. I just really wanted to try some new items that I've been seeing on the gram and on YouTube, and I'm glad that I actually picked them up, which you guys will see in today's tutorial. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip it because I always make my intro so long. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. So for my brows, I went ahead and already did them off camera. I'm using my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5. And now for the palette, you guys, I'm taking it old school, going back into my AMREZY times Anastasia and taking the shade called 1988, which is that nice chocolate brown. And I'm using a Morphe brush, which I will list down below for you guys because I forgot what number it is. And I'm going to start to place this brown towards the outer corners and then start to buffing it in towards the center crease of our eyes. And then with whatever we have left on the brush, I do start to buff it in some more towards the outer corner and continue to bring it into that crease. And then going into another palette, the Carnival palette with BPERFECT Cosmetics, and I'm taking that nice peachy shade and I'm applying it right in the center, moving it towards the inner corner and then slightly going towards that chocolate brown that we placed to blend those two together so that way there are no harsh lines. I did go back into that brown shade again just to bring that shade back once again, because after you do apply this peachy shade, I feel like the brown kind of disappears. So I do go back in and grab some more. I do switch over to my, I think this is my Morphe 206 brush, and going back into that 1988 shade just to define the crease a little bit more, and switching the brushes because it's more precise really gives me, you know, that nice crispy look. But then I go back in to that main brush that we've been using to buff that out so that way there's no harsh lines. And now you guys, for the brow bone, I'm going to go into the Cara Beauty Poetry of Love palette, which does launch the beginning of October. So it's coming up pretty soon. And I'm taking this really light pink shade, so that way it does match with that coral shade and that everything, you know, looks well together. So I am taking that for my brow bone. And then you guys, basically what I do next is just kind of go back and forth between those three eyeshadows and really perfect it before we do go in with black, which is what we're doing right now. I'm going to take this black shade from the palette and going into my Morphe 206 brush and applying it really close to the outer corner first. And then I'm just building it up that way because then we're going to switch over to this brush, the one that we've been using. And we're going to start to apply some more of that brown and black shade together and marinate both of those. So that way there's no harsh lines either, and we kind of stay in the same colors. So that way, you know, it doesn't look weird. I really want to keep the outer corner just smoky and more dark. And then I'm going back into that brown again and then just buffing out any harsh lines. We want everything to look really blended. Now in between the brown and that peachy shade, I'm going into the MAC, oh, I keep saying MAC, the Morphe 206 brush, and I'm applying that nice burgundy shade right in the middle between those two shadows. And I just felt like there was something missing. I wanted some more color. So I'm glad that I did go into that shade. And then taking my P. Louise base in the shade 2, Rumor 2. And I'm going to start to create my half cut crease. Now you definitely don't have to do this. You guys can take it all the way towards the outer corner, or even not make the cut crease so harsh and make it more softer. You can definitely do that. And then I'm going into my MAC 239S brush and picking up this nice bronzy shade from the palette, and I'm going to use this as the base, and I'm going to place this wherever we place the primer. You don't really have to do this with the Stila glitters that I'm about to put on, but I mean, I like to have a base as well. And then just taking the same brush that we've been using and just patting more of that black and brown in towards the outer corners. Taking my liquid eyeliner, the SCHWING liquid liner from the BALM Cosmetics. You guys already know that this is my jam. I love it because it does dry matte and it dries pretty fast. And now I don't take it all the way towards the outer corner because I'm buffing that out with some of the black and brown eyeshadow, so that way there's no harsh lines and it looks really nice and blended. Taking the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Shadows in the shade Molten Midnight. This color, you guys, is absolutely stunning. I actually have one, but I ran out and I was like, you know what? I want to do something smoky. And also for New Year's, I wanted this also to create a nice, you know, dark smoky eye for New Year's. So I'm placing the glitter first. It's super pigmented, but I'm taking a brush just to kind of perfect it and start to blend out the glitter towards the outer corner. So that way no se ve like a harsh glitter line. Now for lashes, I'm going to go into Osuna lashes in the style Escobar. They sent me a lot of pretty pairs, you guys. I'm so obsessed. I will link them down below so you guys can definitely check them out. Look at these, so stunning. Okay guys, so we're almost done with the eyes, but let's go ahead and move on to the skin, and then we'll finish off the lower lash line at the end. So for the primer today, of course, I'm going to go into my Too Faced Hangover Primer. You guys know that this is my jam. It is amazing. I just love the way that it makes my skin feel nice and moisturized, but yet it still locks in my makeup, and I feel like it really does hold up a very, very long time. I'm going to go into the B Bella NG357 brush. I just washed my brushes last night, so that makes me so happy. Foundation, I'm actually applying a totally different foundation today, you guys. I really wanted to try something new, and I've heard really good things about this one. This is the NARS Semi-Matte All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I got the shade Medium/Dark 1 Syracuse, whatever. This one right here, this is the foundation that I got, and there is the name of the foundation. So this is definitely more like watery. Can you guys hear? But I've heard really, really good things about this foundation. I do have their Longwear foundation. I don't know where it's at. It's the new one, the skinny tall one. But I've also heard really, really good things about this. And I'm going to go in with a brush. I just feel like, I don't know, I want to go in with a brush. Since it's more on the lightweight, I feel like the foundation Beauty Technique sponge is really going to soak up the product a lot more. So far so good, you guys. I'm going to go into 2 more pumps, small pumps for my forehead. And I just love this foundation brush too. It's the B Bella NG357 brush, and I love it. I feel like it really applies my foundation on really, really nice, and this actually feels very lightweight, but at the same time it does feel a little bit matte. Even though it looks glowy on the skin, I just feel that it feels more on the matte side. It feels pretty good. I feel like my skin looks nice in this. Okay. I love NARS products though. It's just that they're super expensive. They are, están caros, but good stuff does cost a lot, so I'm okay with that. I can tell right away if I'm not gonna like a foundation as soon as I apply it to my skin. I already know, but with this one, I love it. It feels smells really nice. For concealer, you guys, I actually also bought something new. I'm trying something new. I'm so excited because I feel like I always use the same concealers. This is the Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Skin Concealer, and this does last up to 24 hours. I'm not going to wear my concealer for 24 hours. But I've been hearing amazing things about this, and I got the shade 2.4, so it looks like this. I've heard really amazing reviews about this concealer, and I see a lot of beauty influencers actually love it as well. So it is on the matte side, but it should have a velvet finish. So let's see. I'm going to apply it in the areas where I always apply my concealer. Ooh, yeah, that's full coverage. Whoa. I can tell right away this is going to be really full coverage. I'm going to do the other. It does have a slight fragrance to it. It kind of smells like flowers. On the nose, and just a little bit right there. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit while I do cream contour, and I didn't buy anything new to cream contour. I'm just gonna use the same thing, which is my Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation in the shade Y505. Love this stuff, you guys. Makeup Forever also has amazing products as well. It is more on the pricey side, but their products are seriously like legit really, really nice. So again, I'm just gonna place it towards the cheekbones out here. Warm this up a little bit. I could actually go maybe one shade darker, to be honest, but this will do. It will give me more of a natural cream contour look, which is definitely what I love. I love bronzer, and I love cream contour. If you guys do too, give this video a thumbs up. I always get like, people always comment, oh my god, your forehead is too bronzy. So no one asked. Do what makes you happy, you guys. If you wanna wear something like this for work, do it, girl. Do it. Don't let anybody hold you back, sis. Doing the same thing and just cream contouring my nose. Now to blend out the concealer, I'm gonna go into my Real Techniques beauty sponge. Sorry, this is lash glue. I spilled it yesterday at work. So I'm sorry, it looks kind of ratchet. So using my beauty sponge, I'm going to go ahead and start to blend this out. And I'm going to see if it dries fast. Ooh, okay. I'm liking this concealer on my forehead. So you do have some playtime. I'm going to go back into that brush that we used for the cream contour just to blend out and buff out those edges. And now going back in. So nice. Okay. Ooh, that's really pretty. It actually really highlights that really nicely. And you do have some spare time to blend this out, so it doesn't dry very fast, which is good, and it doesn't feel heavy either under the eye. Okay, so now I know why they really like this concealer. Alright guys, so the skin is all blended in with the cream contour and the concealer. Let me tell you guys, this concealer looks really, really good underneath my eyes. I do want to add a little bit more just right here because I haven't been getting enough sleep. And I just want to see how this does do if you build it up. I'm going to add just a little bit more like that. And I'm just going to go back into the same Real Techniques sponge and just apply this or blend this out. Like, oh yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, that's way, way better. Okay, so I like that this is buildable. And it does not look cakey under the eyes. And you guys, this actually looks really pretty. So now I also went and bought, I'm telling you, I went in at Sephora. This Charlotte Tilbury, this is the AIRBRUSH Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. So this bad boy, I know I am so late in the game. Everybody I feel like has used this powder already, and it looks like this. Absolutely beautiful. I love Charlotte Tilbury's packaging. This is what the powder looks like. Gorgeous. The shade that I got is 2 medium. This is the shade that I got, and I've seen like Desi Perkins and a lot of other beauty influencers that I follow rave about this powder. So vamos a ver, is it true or are they lying? I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna go into my beauty sponge, and I'm just gonna pick up some product and then just pat it underneath the eyes to set the powder that we have. And let's just press it into the skin to set that concealer. Ooh. Wow, you guys, this is actually really, really pretty. So whenever I use my MAC Studio Fix powders, that whenever I put it underneath my eyes, it applies a lot of product sometimes, and it feels like it feels heavier, and this actually feels very light. So the name AIRBRUSH is definitely a good name for this powder. I did notice that right away, because whenever I apply the MAC one, I can feel it being heavy right away, and this one does not. I got shade number 2 again because I am more self-tanned and I look darker. They have different shades for sure. I will link them down below for you guys, but this is pretty good. I like. Now to set the cream contour, I'm going to go into my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder foundation, right? Or it's just pressed powder, sorry. Pressed powder in the shade 330 Toffee. And the brush that I'm using today is the Morphe M405. For blush today, you guys, I'm going to go into the Poetry of Love palette from Cara Beauty. And we're going to go into this blush right here. And I'm going to go into my Morphe M105. I'm going to smile and place these on the apples of my cheeks. I love blush. Anybody else love blush? I do. Now, a trick, you guys, that I actually saw on Instagram by Makeup by Ariel, he actually goes into setting powder and sets the under eye. And that actually gives you a nice lift, and it allows the concealer to really sit and stay there for a very long time. I know it's a lot of powder, but we'll definitely give that a try and see how it works. I'm only going to use just a tiny bit. I also bought this in my Sephora haul. This is the Laura Mercier, hopefully I'm saying that right, Laura Mercier, translucent honey powders. This is brand new. They came out with a new color. But I didn't see a big size. I only saw this little size there at the store. So this is what it looks like. It's a nice like yellowy tint to it. I'm going to go into my Morphe R11 brush and just press it into the skin. I love this brush, you guys, for the powder. Such a good brush. And actually for highlight, I'm going to go back into the Cara Beauty palette, and I'm going to take this shade called Glow Up and apply this down the bridge of my nose. And also I'm going to apply this in my inner corner. Right there. Ooh, that's so pretty. Inner corner highlight. Really pretty. I like this. Oh, also, I do have a code with Cara Beauty. It's Sandy10, and you save some money. Just remember, you have to use this code when you buy $25 worth of products or up, and it will take the code. But yeah, use my code if you want any other products. I love this. This palette actually won't be coming out until early October, which is like what, next week? Definitely keep your eyes open. I love this. I actually already did a tutorial on this palette. I'll link it here for you guys, so you can definitely check that out after this one. So, okay, I'm going to bring you guys a little bit in closer to finish off the eyes, and then I will apply the lipstick with you guys at the end as well. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go into my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Perversion, and I'm going to place this towards my lower lash line, and I'm going to take this like little pencil brush by Morphe to just buff out the liner first. And then I'm going to go back into that nice burgundy shade from the ABH times AMREZY to blend out that eyeliner and apply some color. And then going back into that same pencil to apply to my waterline to make it smoky, and taking that same brush just to smoke that out. And for mascara, of course, going into the Bad Gal Bang Mascara by Benefit. I absolutely love this mascara, you guys, so much. Alright guys, so for lips, I also picked up the Huda Beauty. This is actually, no joke, my first time actually playing with Huda Beauty lipsticks. I know, as crazy as that sounds, I am probably like the last person on the planet who has tried on Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. Don't kill me, okay? So the color that I got is Trendsetter. That's the one that I bought. Again, I couldn't really swatch them in stores. It really sucks. The guy had to swatch it for me, and I just really wanted something like a dark nude-ish. But of course, I'm going to go into my Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Pencil. I love this lip pencil so much. And then we'll go ahead and slap on the Huda Beauty lipstick. Alright guys, and that is it for today's makeup tutorial on my Sephora haul. This is the look that I came up with. I definitely wanted something dramatic and smoky. You guys all wanted to see what I bought. So that was pretty much what I bought at Sephora. Of course, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe before you leave my channel today. And click that little notification bell, which does notify you every single time that I upload a new video here on YouTube. So with that, my honeys, los quiero mucho. Besitos. I will catch you guys all in the next one. Bye!